Anna Devere Smith did a one-woman show in the 90s following a riot, an LA riot. I can't remember the specifics right offhand, but she said in an interview later that the best commentary, the best dialogue comes from organic conversations and just people talking and just essentially out of the abundance of the mouth, the heart speaks. And years ago, this was the comment per the title that I heard Chrissie say. And that was when I stopped supporting her content because at the time, like I thought of it as it related to like a mom and daughter. Like, how would I feel if I had a biracial daughter? But upon rereading it, the Anna Devere Smith, sorry, ADHD, per my TikTok diagnosis. Anna Devere, so I have running quotes that sparked inspiration because Toni Morrison also said that every novel she ever wrote was because of a question she had. And so when I heard Chrissie say that, like, I always like my question was like, how would this make a black woman who had been supporting her, who had a biracial daughter, who was one of the divestors she supported, talked into divesting, how would she feel if she heard that comment? And so at the time, years ago, I wrote it down because I wanted to maybe explore that in like a short story or maybe a novel or something one day because I am a writer. I'm affirming myself as a writer. And I just couldn't I couldn't make this up. It was just so bad that was probably one of the last videos I saw from her. And now that she's deleted all of that content, I think she should just make a video saying why. Like, I was wrong. It wasn't right. I created toxicity and hatred amongst black women and women of color and women with black ancestry. I came from a place of hate, and it wasn't necessary for me to disregard the feelings and experiences of black women with black ancestry just to uplift women who are darker skinned. Like, it could have been so different, especially since so many light skinned black women and women of different mixed women with different backgrounds, just the fact that the exotical space exists in response to Chrissie, my belief is that they were there just like I was there as a light skinned black woman or a lighter skinned black woman because they wanted to be a part of black women empowerment and they wanted to support not putting down dark skinned black women, monoracial black women. I feel like they were there as supporters and allies, not to spy and make it about them. And I just feel like she missed a great opportunity to bridge the gap. And instead, she widened it, I think. And so, yeah, initially I wrote this quote down, put it in a notes app, later transferred it to a Google Doc because, again, I have like a running list of bulleted comments and thoughts and ideas that I want to explore one day. And when I reread it recently, I didn't think about from the perspective of a black woman who had a mixed daughter, a divester who had a mixed daughter. For the first time I read it and it felt like it was about me. Two black women with mixed race daughters. And this is the part. Unless your daughter is dark skinned and unambiguous, she doesn't belong in black female spaces. So when she said dark skin, again, like that ousted me. And I don't know if I caught it at the time, because at the time that I wrote this down, I was thinking specifically from a mother-daughter dynamic. Like, how would you feel hearing that? But now I'm reading and I'm like, it's not, and it just speaks to the reality of things. It just speaks to the reality of things as they are. There is a lot of smoke that light-skinned Black women get, along with privileges. But yeah, like she made me feel like, man, if I ever had like a mixed daughter, this is how she feels. Like, no. And I'm child free, but I still remember being offended in behalf of those women who were there supporting her. And not only did you kick out mixed women, but you kicked out light skinned women too, you know? So yeah, I hate name dropping, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe one day she will come back and make some corrective content, because she does have a bandwagon, and I do think she could promote healing within the space, if she would retract some of her prior statements and just say, hey, I grew up some and I realized I was wrong.